play fake here on first down. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle, Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 3. Now a short one to Gesicki. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
For this, the second meeting of these two teams, you might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Now 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Took a heck of a chance there, didn't he? Result-based business. We know that. That result was positive for him. But, oh, my goodness, how close was that to being negative?
Well, because you're essentially in the shadow of your own end zone there to go for. I get it if it's late 4th quarter. Well, it paid off. I guess the end justifies the means, right?
It certainly does. Had to be more than a gut feeling there. Had to be just total confidence they would pick it up.
They'll run here with a rookie.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The Ravens at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And you have to believe that this is a pretty angry bunch. They only put up 3 points in their last game. I would expect them to be in better form here after a serious week of practice.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Jackson on first down. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll run it again with Henry. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. Jackson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Now Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. Finding Walker complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, Gesicki, a nice grab. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Henry. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself, because
left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd down and 1. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Ready up? Ready, cycle. Drill 52. Check 13. Go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Hyatt has got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the busy night for Henry continues. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming after you.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Lamar changing the look.
13. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Bateman once more. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Check 15, check 15. Check 24, check 24.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down and 4. Again, it's Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jones going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the right side with Henry. Stays on his feet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running left, Ali. Down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
Slide through. Hey, green.
Check. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A check down here to Jones. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Hyatt, 33 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, here's Henry. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Here's second down. Jones has it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Chase. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for